that's the type of thing that I'm hearing on the other side. That they are saying that they're kind of blaming the government, they're blaming the lack of investment into the services and whatnot. Do you have a common goal there, do you think?
No, we don't have a common goal with people who want to murder refugees.
So I've been speaking to the lady here, and I've asked her nicely would she share her views with reference to the protest that is going on, and you'll see that the crowds are actually starting to gather. I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to play devil's advocate because sometimes you get the best out of an interview whenever you're doing that. They would say that they're here to protest against, they say, the mass immigration into the country. They say that the services are overburdened in some of the interviews that I've done. Would you have any thoughts on that?
I think it's just totally cynical. It's obviously the case that services are open. It's obviously the case that we have a Labor government in power who wants to attack and undercut the NHS, who's happy to give money for warfare, not for welfare. That's obviously the case. They just want to use the pre-existing dissatisfaction people have with the system to try and whip up racism, which is what their bread and butter is.
Yeah. Now, would you be amazed if I tell you that that's the type of thing that I'm hearing on the other side? That they are saying that they're kind of blaming the government, they're blaming the lack of investment into the services and whatnot. Do you have a common goal there, do you think?
No, we don't have a common goal with people who want to murder refugees.
Right,
we've got to be pretty serious about what's going on here. And I think the media has a responsibility to not just both sides. Not be like, well, this is what one group has to say, this is what another group has to say. Yeah. We've seen what the organised far right want to do, which is what they want to do is set fire to refugee hotels and murder people. Last year in Middlesbrough, we saw during the race riots, during the racist pogroms they organised, them stopping cars with people who weren't white and refusing to let those cars continue on into their city or continue on their journeys.
Now, you used the word there, pogrom. And that's a word that is used often in Ireland. And could you just explain for the listeners what a pogrom is?
Mass violent attacks, the whipping up of racist violence, whether it's racially motivated or religiously motivated, carried out by mass groups of people. And that's what we're seeing in the UK. That's what obviously saw in Ballymena and Ireland, the attempts of the far right and the fascists to do that. And I think seeing a resurgence of that, it is important to say it's not just the UK, it's all around the world. And so the far right are taking strength from the fact that all around the world there's a resurgence of the far right.
Again, devil's advocate, there was an alleged sexual assault and there was a protest, and then it turned into violence, it spilled into violence. Do you in any way recognise that there was an alleged sexual assault which really, I'm going to say, that caused the spark that lit the flame?
Cynically using violence against women is obviously a long-term strategy of the racist far right. The idea that people like Tommy Robinson, who obviously have been feeding into and fomenting this, care about women's rights is ludicrous. The man, like a week ago, put a video up defending Andrew Tate, well-known trafficker of women, serial sexual assaulter and rapist, defending him. And then we're meant to believe that this person genuinely cares about women's rights, and the reason why he is leading the attack against migrants is because he's so concerned about women's rights. In the protests in Epping, seeing the kind of astronomical in some ways, that the far right who are participating in it, they can't seem to stop uploading videos of them harassing women at the demonstrations, whether it's women police officers or women who are just standing by. There's video after video of them harassing women at the demonstrations, and then I'm meant to believe that these people are actually defenders of women's rights. No, this is garbage. This is just an excuse to carry out what is the core of their political project, which is racist violence, attacks on immigrants and attacks on refugees.
Yeah, and just one more on that. So you acknowledge that there is an alleged sexual assault. Is that something, aside from their thoughts, is that something that people here would acknowledge? In Ballymena, I'm speaking about.
But I can't respond to a question about what other people who are at a demonstration or who are in the street may or may not acknowledge.
Can't kill the truth with a hollow drone. Hands or eyes clenched in fists. History's patterns, they won't be missed.